The fall of 2022 marks a major turning point for the trucking industry. Trucking is about to become a whole lot tougher and for some a whole lot less profitable. Drivewise is a leader in connected truck services. They offer Drivewise Preclear, North America's largest scale bypass system. They also offer Drivewise Safety Plus, an enhanced driver coaching program that helps drivers avoid hazards and monitor their speeding. Their programs are available and work on all major ELDs, iOS and Android devices. Check them out at drivewise.com. Trucking is going to turn a corner here shortly, and I believe that it's already started. The pandemic is basically over, so those high-dollar emergency essential loads are disappearing. Truck drivers are coming back to the industry. Truck manufacturers are catching up with their production. That's driving used truck prices down, and the supply chain issues seem to be leveling out. And all this spells a situation where all of a sudden, one more time, there are going to be more trucks than there are loads, and this plays into what the shippers and the load brokers want. I have always recommended that owner-operators with their own authority get direct customers, because they'll be much better to haul for in a slow, quiet financial period like this. Owner-operators that are living on load boards and load broker services, those are the guys that are going to suffer financially through this, because load brokers, their main mission in life is to ship freight as cheaply as possible. So they'll just play one load off against different owner-operators until they get the cheapest rate possible, and then they'll give it to the guy that's quoted the cheapest rate. And that's no way to survive when the fuel prices are as high as they are. So if you're an owner-operator with your own authority, go out and develop some direct customers if you haven't already, and just service the hell out of them. That'll be one way to survive through this next year. Another safe route that owner-operators should consider is putting their authority in dormancy and hiring on or leasing on with a good carrier to survive through this next period. A good solid carrier to work for that's well established, and they know they don't have to worry about getting loads and getting paid. And that's a second way to avoid a slump in the freight industry. A third viable option for owner-operators is to consider either parking your equipment or selling your equipment and going to a good carrier to work as a company driver. And that way, once again, your wages are insured. Don't let equipment costs and repair costs drag you into bankruptcy. Don't hang on to the truck if it's going to ruin you financially. There's no shame in becoming a company driver for a while and putting yours up against the fence or selling it. The idea here is to profit through a bad time. And as a company driver, that's entirely possible. All sorts of guys have done it. I've done it myself a couple of times. The main thing is to come out ahead in the long run and not go broke. Trucking is a business, and all businesses rise and fall. You've got to ride the wave. The goal is to survive. So for owner-operators, guys that have their own trucks, here are a few ways you can survive through this period. For company drivers that are already with good carriers, you guys have it made through this next period, because your jobs are secure and you'll continue to make great money. No matter how you define recession, I believe that we're starting into one that will last for the foreseeable future, but it will not last forever. I want everyone to survive this. Got a story for you involving a situation just like this many years ago. Back in the 80s, I was pulling reefers, and the reefer rates started to drop, and it didn't matter whether it was meat or produce. The rates were sliding and sliding down. I could see it coming. I didn't want it to hurt me financially, so I ended up getting rid of my reefer trailer and leasing on with a small air freight outfit that had a guaranteed pay system per mile. And you know, at the time, I knew it was probably the smart move to do. It turned out to be a great move because I really enjoyed working for the people. They were great people. I made good money there, and I never regretted that move. And that was a safe place to hide at a really good carrier when their reefer rates slid. Stay safe, keep the rubber side down, stay on top of the situation, assess the situation, make the smart move, and I'll see you on the back.